Hi guys, Sherry here with Younique. Sorry, my hair looks a little rough today, but I've been outside working in the yard all day long, and I thought, well, it's raining, it's kind of storming, and I thought, well, I'll just go in and play with makeup. I haven't done one in a while. I saw earlier where someone wanted to see a demonstration with someone who's over 50. Well, I will be 52 in a few months, so I thought I would do a demonstration for you guys. Basically what I have right now is our Glorious primer. I'm going to start with that. This stuff feels awesome. It does a really good job. It makes you feel so soft and silky. I don't ever let anybody see my hair like this, but we're just going to roll with it. So I've done the Glorious primer. Next, I'm going to go to the Younique foundation. I always have to shake it up really, really good. Sometimes it gets a little thin, and you just have to make sure that it's going to go on good and not be so runny. Even if it comes out a little runny, it's still going to be really good. Some people will put the drops on their hands, but I put about 5 or 6 drops on the brush itself. And I just pat. I just put several dots everywhere on my face, as you can see. And then I just swirl it in with our blush brush. I like it because it's super fat and it feels so good. I worked out in the yard all day today. We had a tree to fall on one of our outbuildings, and my brother cut it off the actual building, and my husband had to work all day today. It's a holiday and he works in the bread business, so if it's a holiday I usually don't see him. And so I drug off all of the brush with our Ranger, a chain, and me. So got the muscles going today. I will probably be feeling it tomorrow. The color that I've got on is chiffon. In the summer, I wear chiffon. And it doesn't take very much at all. The next thing I'm going to do is use our Victorious Splurge. This is one of my favorites. I'm actually going to use our cream. I think it's called a cream brush. Yeah, the cream shadow brush. I put on the Victorious first. I kind of put it all over my lid just because I love the color of it and it's a good base. As you can see. I've been super busy lately and I have not been able to do a whole lot of demonstrations and videos. I do photography on the side as well, and it's really my busy season right now. But I love our Younique products. Always have. I think this is my 2nd year that I've been selling Younique. And sad to say I haven't pushed it like I need to. Again, time being the problem. You can see my hair looks awful. I need color. Of course, being over 50, it's getting gray around the edges here. So that is the Victorious Splurge cream. I really like the cream. It goes on really good. This color is Faithful. It's just kind of a dark mocha color. I use our crease brush to actually put this on. I don't know, I just like the way it kind of goes on. And I just kind of go, I really go all over this bottom lid. Just to get that darker color going. Doesn't take a whole lot. Crease brush does work a little bit differently than the actual cream shadow brush, but you can see that color there. People wear the eyeshadows differently, and I do different looks myself, but this is probably one of my basic looks, just to give me a little bit of color, make me look like I have some eyes. You can see, have both of those on. Again, two of my favorite colors in the Splurge Cream is Fateful and Victorious. Alright, so there is the eyeshadow. Next I'm going to do my liquid eyeliner in Perfect. This is just really an everyday look. It's not to go out on the town or in or anything. Of course you could, but I know that a lot of people like to do a lot deeper, heavier look with their eyes if they're going out for the evening. I'm not going out for the evening, I'm just playing in makeup. This is our liquid eyeliner and I love it. It goes on so smoothly. I'm not doing this video live because it makes me super nervous. I don't know why, but it does. I thought if I could just video it prior and then post it, I would be okay. I almost get anxious over doing a live video. So you can see that line the top parts of my eye. Sometimes I come in a little bit heavier. Especially on the outer edges. Give that more dramatic look. I'm going to go back with the Fateful and line the bottom of my eyes. I just use our liner brush for that. Oh, it's just to give it a little deeper look on the lining of the bottom of the lashes here. Right now I keep poking it in my eyeball. You can use just about all of our eyeshadows, our creams, to line the bottom of your lids or even the top. Just depends on what colors and what you like to do. I just like to give a little bit of extra color down underneath, not necessarily the black, just some color. Black is my favorite eyeliner though. I use that color all the time. So there, we have just a little bit of color underneath. Okay. Next I am going to use our concealer. Of course I can't see, I'm blind. I always go a shade lighter on the concealer. Some people put this on before. I put it on after, just because I like a little bit of lighter look underneath. Doesn't take much at all. I usually end up putting way too much on. And after I kind of blend it in a little, I will go back with my powder brush and do some more blending. Just kind of help with that under eye look. Right now, I've got kind of a lot of bags going on. Carrying a lot of baggage today. I'm going to go in and brush that out. Okay, now I'm going to go in, if I can find it. Here it is. I'm going to do my eyebrows. I don't always do this. I'm okay with the eyebrows being a little bigger, a little bolder. Sometimes I have to get used to it, but it does help because I don't have a lot out through here. As you can see, I have plenty right in here, and I don't have a high arch area, so I do like to kind of bring it out just a little bit. Fill in some of these little places I actually need a little waxing done. That would help. So you can see it just gives it a lot more color. But I'm not real big on the heavy eyebrow look. But it does extend my brows out. You see the difference in the two? I always do one side a little better than the other. And just try to go back, and I'm a little OCD. It's like if they don't match evenly, it just drives me nuts. You can go back in with your concealer and give it some little brow highlighting if you would like. There we go. I think that's kind of good enough. I'm using the medium. At first when we had these come out, I was like, oh no, I will never be able to do this. But I did it. I accepted the challenge. I have one of the little brushes on my face. Just brush those up just a little. So now we have the brows. I'm going to go in and use our Younique Famous Lashes. One of my favorite products that we have. Kind of on the tail end of this bottle. They teach you a little trick. You take your rose water. You can squirt just a squirt inside the actual gel. I do like a couple squirts, and then I put it back in. It will make your mascara go a long way. So this is the gel. If you can see this or not, but just with the gel, there's a pretty big difference. If I don't have my eye mascara on, I have no eyes at all. Then I'm going in with the fibers. The fibers are tricky. You just got to learn how far to go back with the fibers, because some people get them in their eyes. But after about 4 or 5 times of doing this for your first time, you will get the hang of it. So sometimes I let those dry and I'll move on to the other eye, and sometimes I'll go ahead and just put on my gel. So I'm just going to move on over to the other eye with the gel. Like I said, you can see the difference in the lashes. I hope you can see that. Doesn't always take me, it probably takes me about 10 to 15 minutes to get ready in the mornings, but since I'm kind of demonstrating, it takes just a little bit longer. Having to go up into my regular mirror here to do my lashes so I can see. Bought this cool little, I don't know, trifold or a fourfold thing behind me. It's one of those oriental things at an auction. I didn't pay very much for it, so I liked it because it was white. I have a black one, but I like the white one. It kind of shows up a little bit better. Now I'm going to go back. And do the last step of putting on the gel behind the fibers. You can do this as many times as you like, as many layers, usually 2 or 3, give you a really dramatic look. But for time's sake, I'm just going to do 1 layer. I am terrible at demonstrating. You probably can hear the TV. My husband's in the other room watching the races or something. He's usually watching the Braves, but I'm not sure what's going on this evening. Might be in a rain delay or something. I do not put the fibers on the bottom of my lashes. I just usually come in with the gel. It is usually plenty. I don't have a whole lot of lash on the bottom. I have more on the top. Just a little bit there on my lid. So there you have the Younique lashes. If you can see them really good or not. But you can see how those colors on top with the Victorious Splurge cream eyeshadow and the Faithful, which is that kind of a dark mocha color. Alright. I don't usually put on a lot of blush either. Not sure where I put my blush. Here it is over here. My husband bought me this cool. This is the blush. Mine kind of has broken a little bit, but I just used a little bit of broken pieces, and it doesn't take very much of this. I mean, just a little dab, do ya? Don't take much for me anyway. So I think this is Seductive that I'm using. So you can see how dark that it can get, which looks good if you like that, but I don't like a whole lot, so I usually go in with my blush brush and just kind of smooth it in with the other makeup. As you can see, there's the blush. All right, and I'm not big on lipsticks either. As you can see, I don't have a very big lips at all. I love these bonbons. This color here is one of my favorite colors, and I can't see what color it is, but I'll show it to you. It's just kind of a really pretty pink, and it gives you just enough color, and they taste really good too. For me, these are great because I just don't like a lot of lipstick. As you can see, I don't have an upper lip. So it's kind of one of my favorite colors. I have super short hair. For those of you who don't know, I have spiky hair in the back. And like I said, I sweated majorly today. I need to go take a bath. These bonbons, you can see, I mean, there's a lot in there. And I've used this for a while. Again, I don't use a lot of it, but... So there you go. For me, that's a pretty much a go-to look. I don't know if I could take this hair down and give you an idea. Nope, it's going to look like a chicken, so that's not going to work. I thought maybe I could show you with the... I'm not real big on showing my forehead. It's usually terrible. I like the little hair down there. So that's really kind of my finished look. Again, that's we used the Glorious primer. Wonderful. If you don't have this, you need this. Makes your skin feel like just silk. Then I go with the Younique foundation. For me, that's all I use. It's all I need, particularly. My skin's kind of just average. It's not really oily and it's not really dry. It's just kind of in between. So this is a really good product. I used our concealer today and our splurges, our splurge creams for my eyeshadows. And I used our Perfect liquid liner. It's always really good. Our bonbons. And like I said, I'm blind. I can't tell you what color it is. And I have several of those. Those are really, really good. Our Seductive blush. And of course our famous mascara. And I'll bring this in for you just a little bit so you can see how the eyes look really, really good. I always said lips should never compete with your eyes. Got this little funky thing down here on my phone. My phone's protector screen is cracked. And that little golden little light there on my arm, I think that's just right where my camera goes. So I don't think think I'm going to get that back up there. Anyway, thanks you guys for watching. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, just please be sure and ask on this video. And next time I promise to have prettier hair. Thanks guys. Have a great night. Bye-bye.